Hello, everyone, and welcome to MBH Corp's channel. Just want to let everyone know what we're planning on doing here. We'll be releasing updates on the company, industry news, and introducing members of the team. So who better to join us than CEO Callum Laing? How are you doing, Callum?
Good, thank you, Michael.
Good, good. It's glad to have you. So we like to start off by trying to paint a picture of who's running these companies, right? We really want people to know who you are. So let's start with your educational background.
So I was born. If you're trying to figure out the accent, I was born in New Zealand, grew up in the UK. I've been in Asia for 20 years, but it went to school in Cambridge in the UK. Did a business and computing degree, but got into entrepreneurship pretty early on. I was lucky enough to be involved in kind of the early days of the dot-com bubble. So I had a recruitment company providing IP engineers to telcos right at the height of the dot-com bubble, which was fortuitous timing to be in that business for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so you were drawn to entrepreneurship early on, and that's what kind of propelled you to be entering this field and getting a leadership position.
I came from a relatively poor background, always sort of hustling to get things done. So I think, as a kid, I had a car washing company and I made and sold ice cream around the neighborhood and that sort of thing. So it was always sort of in my blood to do small business. And then, really spent I mean, of course, once you've started your own business, you're pretty much unemployable to
Yeah.
other people. So you're kind of trapped in that life. Just spent the next 20 years starting, building, and then ultimately buying and selling businesses. And then the last 6 years have really been focused around the public markets and helping small businesses transition to that.
Okay. So then it kind of makes sense. But how did you actually wind up getting involved with MBH Corp?
Myself and my business partner, a gentleman called Jeremy Harbour, had been talking about this problem that faced small businesses. And this is not this is far from a lot of the stuff that you typically look at, the kind of the crypto space, the startup space, which is what a lot of the media and a lot of people focus on. We, amongst our peers and amongst ourselves, we had a lot of companies that were good, old economy, profitable small businesses. Nothing exciting, but they're really the backbone of the economy.
Mm-hmm.
But what we realized was that they were facing a lot of challenges when it came to the other end. What happens when you want to exit, or what happens when you want to expand? There's a lot of talk about startups in early stage, but not so much about the other end. So ultimately, this model that we constructed, which we call the agglomeration model, is about creating a publicly listed company exclusively for the use of small businesses. So this particular version that we created, MBH, we took it public at the end of 2018, and I was on the board to start with, and currently CEO of the company.
Wonderful. So what does your day-to-day look like for the company? What do you do?
So the nice thing about our model is the individual companies in the group are all owner operated.
Mhm.
So we're typically, companies join us where the owner has built up their company over a decade or two, and is still looking to grow. So I don't have any involvement in the day-to-day operations of those companies,
Mhm.
which is a good thing because I know nothing about education or healthcare or
Yeah.
construction. We've got companies across a wide spectrum. Most of my time is spent either talking to new companies, and we have a lot of very exciting companies waiting to join us, but also talking to the media, talking to investors. I spend a lot of time explaining what we do to institutional investors and retail investors, and going to conferences and just spreading the word.
Awesome. And just as a little extra note, I think it's interesting that you yourself came from an entrepreneurial background, and now what the role you kind of fulfill is helping other people running their businesses.
Yeah, so I mean, it's very interesting. So we started with a SPAC, an empty shell, and we've now got 24 companies in the group. So we've added basically a company a month to the group, and we'll continue to do that. The companies join for a whole host of very different reasons. So, some are looking to win bigger contracts, which they can do by being part of a PLC. Some are looking to give stock options to their staff to help retain them. Others want to do their own acquisitions. So, yeah, it's quite a diverse model in regards of what it offers companies.
Wonderful, Callum. Is there anything else you'd like to offer about yourself?
I love talking to investors. So if people are interested, our website, mbhcorporation.com, has a lot of information on there. We have the YouTube channel, we have our Twitter, LinkedIn. So do reach out if you have questions, and we'll always try to address them.
Wonderful. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and you heard the man. Hit the socials, follow us, comment on the YouTube, leave questions. We'll answer any questions you guys have. Callum, thank you for your time today. Have a wonderful day.